Hey up YouTube, welcome back and welcome in to part 2 of our beginner's guide to 7 Days to Die, the crafting survival zombie epic. That is absolutely superb. Today we're going to be looking at a few of the, well, we're going to be discussing the traders and the quests that they offer as well. The traders and the quests, probably the easiest way to level up. Some of them are a bit tougher than others, but none of them are without reach of being able to do when you're just starting. Tier 1s, nice and simple. Don't forget, if you're enjoying this series, admittedly we've only had 2 parts, and if you could hit like, that would be amazing, and maybe drop a little subscription on the channel as well, that would be absolutely superb. But without further ado, let's jump into our beginner starter's guide. The 7 Days to Die. Okay, we're in. We are in. Right, you remember from last time, we got ourselves a little base set up. We commandeered a house. We got some chests down. We got some bits in there as well. We managed to get a fireplace up. And these are the 2 things that we can do at the moment. Boiled egg and charred meat. They're the only things we've unlocked. You unlock with the magazines, as we briefly touched on last time. You can find those in the skills tab, both in the book titles, which will tell you how many you've got, and then the crafting skill name as well. So the vehicles, for instance, if you want to level those up, you're looking for vehicle adventures. The workstations will be forge ahead, traps will be electrical traps, etc, etc. And then the book titles here as well, the art of mining. These are extras that you can get. All of these, or most of them, are available from the traders, but it does depend on what stock they have. As to whether you can buy them, and of course whether you can afford them as well. I think they start at about $300, or 300 dukes, should I say. Which means that you do have to sell stuff to him or find them to be able to get it. Now you can pretty much sell a lot of things. Dollars, as we mentioned last time, are pretty useless in game, but you can sell them. They give you a price up here, $6 for the 5. There is various perks that you can get as well in the game. Dukes and better bartering at the trader. You can also buy several mods as well, like the cigar, for instance. Where is the cigar? There we go, the cigar. Okay, so what we're going to do is make our way out there. I can hear a zombie running around actually out here somewhere. Just keep an eye. These things are ridiculously hard to defeat to start with. They're a bit of a pain because you don't actually see them either. Right, let's just make sure we did have a look at everything in here. The cooking pot is something we absolutely need. You can buy it from the trader, but of course it costs money, and everything, I'm going to warn you now, everything is ridiculously overpriced. His markup is about 6 billion%. And you think I'm exaggerating? Try it. Sell something and then have a look and see how much he's selling it back for. So everything is, well, everything, a lot of things are searchable. Just remember to check around. There will be useful stuff. Some of it you may or may not need at the moment, but it's definitely worth checking everything as you're going along. Toolboxes are pretty good as well. Right, we did get a book. We will cover the books. As you can see, when you read the books, when you get to a certain level, it will unlock things. That is the best way to get the foods and other items that you do want. So we're going to make our way over to... actually, we've been to the trader. We got ourselves a job, didn't we? So let's get over to the job. All we need to do is retrieve the supplies, follow the little icon. Sometimes I do get horribly waylaid. I'm sure you'll find the same yourself.
A few moments later.
So, the idea of the fetch is, it's called retrieve supplies, but you'll see it as fetch or retrieve. And the idea is we're looking for a little satchel which contains a supply box. And with that, we take it back to the trader. So once we click this, we start the challenge or the quest. What I like to do is early doors, if you go into the house, first off, you can have a look about, you can loot. Let's just a little bit wary of any dogs that are around. Is this loaded up? It is. So here's another example. So we have a light on here. The lights, the torches, the candles, the wall-mounted torches as well that we can craft all indicate or can indicate when they are on the direction for you to go. You don't need to go through locked doors. You don't need to smash anything. You don't need to do anything. You'll either have to go out of a broken window or down into a cellar or through up a trellis, for instance. You know the route because you don't have to break anything. It's just finding that. By all means, break away. But sometimes in the bigger houses or the bigger places, you can get a little bit lost. So it's worth following what they actually, the direction they tell you to go. So keep an eye on a lot of these houses and places that you'll be visiting. The floors can collapse, the ceilings can collapse, and all of a sudden you're inundated with zombies. So it's just something to be a little bit aware of. If you hear creaking, jump. That is my advice. The little logs here are one of the best ways to quickly get wood in. You can smash all these as well. So these will give you plastics, they'll give you stone, the bricks. Definitely worth checking out what you can and can't smash once you clear an area as well. So for instance, now we've done this, we're pretty much safe other than a few, maybe a passing zombie. We're pretty much safe from anything in the house until we activate the next one. So I obviously went over into his path. Yikes. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we get a bit of time just to have a look at these. Another book as well there, Tools Digest. It will just upgrade our stuff. I don't keep those. We will keep the nails for the moment because you do need 100 to make the workbench. So it's definitely worth keeping. Also, there is a challenge for collecting cobblestones. Talking of challenges, let's have a quick look at ours. Okay, we got loads done. So all we need to do is go through and redeem these. We get extra point level ups, and we're now level 3, and we get an extra skill point to spend as well. So we can look at our skills and see where we want to spend that. How many do we have? Just the one. So lucky looter, salvage operations. This is entirely up to you as to which way you want to go on this. Master Chef might be worth looking at. Pain tolerance. I think we actually did. Cardio might be a good one to do at the moment. I'm sure I heard somebody. Because in the beginning we do a lot of running. That's actually locked. So there will be a way probably over in this direction through the unlocked door. Toilet's always worth it. Yo, what? This is what I was saying earlier as well. It is... so what we'll do is just quickly reload that. There we go. We've got all the ammos in there now. We will scrap this. It does mean from here on in that we do need... In fact, I'll leave that for the moment. So the pistol is obviously slightly better than the pipe pistol. It's an semi-automatic, and it takes the same 9mm, but it does give better hit points for killing things. The downside of that is the pipe. Let me just open that door. The pipe pistol is repaired using... Is that him? Oh, no. Repaired using the pipe that we were carrying. This pistol does require repair kit. So if you haven't got any, I've noticed this is quite well damaged. I'm not going to waste any ammo because we don't have a lot. There we go. Another picture of a person. So we can make a pipe bomb. That is actually a challenge. We'll just quickly loot everything. Stone quality tools 3 as well. I don't use those, so I can scrap them. Scrap those as well. Some 7.62. I'll go through the various challenges when we get to the trader. We'll read the book, take the shale, and that's us looted. So this is what would be classed as the loot room. As you move up through the quest tiers, you will get better and better loot to the point where you kind of have to go through back to your vehicle if you've got one. You should have by then to be able to empty up and then redo the loot room again. Some of the tier 4s, tier 5s can be exceptional loot. Really, really good. Definitely start replacing the ammo that you've used to get there as well. So with the challenge, this is a retrieve. We just come up to it, we hit start. Everything in this area now is reset. Be very careful. If this was your house, for instance, if you'd have taken over this house and you press the E, it resets everything. So all your loot, everything inside will be gone. So be really careful when you do those challenges. If it is one of these and it is your base, then you can either ignore it, just decline it, or fail it by not doing it. And then your loot will be safe. But yeah, I've made that mistake. I came in, I thought, ooh, I think it was a church, very, very long time ago. In one of the alpha versions. I don't know if it's changed or not, I'm assuming not. And I accepted the challenge and everything in my house disappeared. Literally. So, when you have accepted the challenge, sometimes it can get a little bit harder. So, not so much with the tier 1s and tier 2s. But with tier 3s and above, you get a few more zombies when you're in the quest mode. You may get more feral ones, which are the ones with the orange eyes. They move a lot faster and they're a lot more tough. And you may end up later with the radiated ones as well, which are the big green ones. You'll come to all these. I think we've just woken somebody up upstairs. So, as I mentioned, the idea of the quest is to gather the supplies. Let me just stand up here. You'll notice in the right-hand corner, top corner, you will see the distance to the supplies. We've got to stay within the area as well. So, there's no going back to go and get some more bullets or anything. If we start to leave the area, you'll notice that green tick will go orange, then it will go red, then you'll fail the quest. And you'll have to go and get a new one from whichever trader you choose. Now, we are low on stamina at the moment because of the lack of food and water. We are really low. I'm going to switch to this. Okay, so we're going to have to eat a little bit of food, so we're going to use that, and we're going to use the cat food as well. We're also going to drink this that we found, which is really quite fortunate. That should top us up nicely, and we might even get a little bit of a buzz from it. So you'll notice the crates that are labelled, it'll give you an idea or a flavour of what's inside. So passing gas will probably be books and wrench quality 1. Aha, we'll start making this stuff when we have the bench available. But the wrench is predominantly used for harvesting stuff from the cars. Absolute winner. So if you can see on my navigation bar at the top, the compass, you've got a picture of the satchel. If I go downstairs, it will point an arrow up and it will say a distance to it in the top right hand corner. As we go up to that area, it says now there's no arrows, so it is in this level. As it turns out, we can see the little silhouette of it there, so 3.5 meters. So it is through there somewhere. However, we have to find our way of getting in there. It's never simple. You can smash your way through the wall, of course, if that's what you choose to do, but it can be long, it can be noisy, so possibly not always worth the hassle. So, as it turns out, as I mentioned earlier on, I thought he was dead. We can smash the pictures with the people on them, and it gives us some loot behind. This, as it turns out, is actually the satchel. So we have that, it will make that sound, and it will say return to trader. That's your job done. Once you hear that sound and it says return to trader, we don't have to do anything else. We can leave. However, there is always a loot room, and it is always worth checking out, regardless of the stage. There'll always be something in there that might be useful to you. Might be a bit of parkour to get there, but remembering from last time that somebody's going to drop down. There we go. Right, so every now and then, just go back in and redeem your items here. We've got 2 items to do for the homesteading. Once we've done the homesteading, we get a reward from, it'll be Trader Rect that we'll get it from. The 2 things we need is place a bedroll and do a wooden spikes trap. So if we look up bedroll, we just need some plant fibers. We'll craft that. Bedroll just allows you to return to your bed when you've died. Let's just pop this down there. There we go, we can hear that. Bedroll is complete. And the other one was the spikes, the wooden spikes. So what we'll do is spikes, wooden spikes trap, there we go. And we'll craft that as well. Once it's in our inventory, there we go. And if we come round here and we'll pop this out of the way, because the spikes trap does cause you a little bit of damage. So it's worth not bumping into. You can just do it and smash it down if you don't want to use it as defenses, or it is you put it down somewhere accidentally. Right, into our challenges. We've done that, and we've done that as well. So homesteading is now complete. Once we get back to the trader, you'll notice here we've got a tick, talk to the trader, and you'll get 1,000 XP. And he usually gives you a little treat as well. And then we've completed the tier 1 fetch. So once we get to 4 o'clock, or 6 minutes past 4, I think it is when they open, we'll jump back into the trader, and we will go and get our rewards. So, Rect. Let's pop in and say hello. Rect is your first trader. We've already met him. We've already spoken to him. Did I not loot this place? Wait a minute. I didn't loot this place. That's bad. Okay, so Rect is your first trader in the Pine Forest. There are another 4 traders around. You've got Jen in the Burnt Forest. She predominantly is medical. Rect, who we're going to see now, is generally food and seeds. We have the Desert Biome, which is Bob, which is mainly for tools and parts. Hugh is in the snow with the weapons, and Joel is in the wastelands, and he is mainly armor. We will see those as we progress. So we're going to go in for the spiel from him, and then we'll go through
if you got money,
the quests.
I guess I can stand your smell.
So when you get
now
back,
that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad after all.
now I would always go, sometimes they give you a crafting bundle that you can use, or that you can take as a reward. Always take that, always get them, because you level up nice and quick that way. At the moment we are excuse me, we are completely full, so I'm just going to dump some stuff, otherwise it'll say that our inventory is full. If you press tab after you've first spoke to him, you can go back to your inventory and you can start to sell some of the stuff that you have. I don't use the 4 bytes, so it's $50 as well for it. The cooling mesh we will keep. Oh, actually, it's just a schematic.
All right, now
so
that we're done doing business,
I
get
will
out
read
of the
that.
store.
We can sell the sniper book, because as you see, it is the open book. That means we've already read it. So it's of no benefit to us.
Reward.
And it's $100 as well. So we may I see your inventory?
Try anything smart and you'll get a new start.
We'll sell that. I think that's pretty much it for the selling front. So we go back into him.
Here, boys, we got ourselves a real life hero, and now he wants to be paid.
Tactical warfare is leveling up your guns. However, for this, I would think taking the ammo might be a good one. Then for the homesteading challenge, we will get something else. We'll take... Now, this is entirely up to you, obviously. If you're into your archery, if you're into your spears or your bows, then obviously you can level up on those as well. Ergonomic mod grip. The stamina is a big thing in this, so I'm probably going to take the stamina. We'll take another job from him at the moment. Okay. At the moment, we only have clear zombies. Clear is generally the highest paid in the lower tiers. The other ones we have is the fetch, which we've just done. And then we also have buried supplies as well. And buried supplies is just basically going to go and dig up one of his supply chests. The fetch we've just done, which is getting the chest from somewhere within the house that you're going to. And clear just means kill all the zombies in the area. So they can be combined, the fetch and clear, which means you have to fetch the bag and clear the zombies. They can be a little bit tougher and a little bit longer, but they do pay extra. That is a bit later on as well. We also have... excuse me. We also have a restore power, which will come up in tier 1 or tier 2. Those can only be done at night time, and you have to go and turn on either one generator or more than one generator in an area. We also later may have infested clears and some of the other tougher ones, but they're your main early doors ones. So clear the zombies, we'll do that. We'll do one of those now. We got the fetch and we got the buried supplies as well, but clear zombies, good price for those. So we'll do 177
for a fuck up like you.
He will give us some information on it. So Richmond residents, we just accept it.
Fuck this up, or I'll cut your goddamn throat.
We can read our ergonomic mod schematic. It means we can make that when we get the bench now. We do have a little bit of food on us. Let me just... That's fully loaded. So we have 376.
Take a look, but don't expect me to hold your hand through it.
He really does get annoying. So this gives you your overall. This gives you everything that he's got. And then you can level it down into food. So if you want to purchase some food. Jar of honey, which we don't actually have. It's 240. It is worth maybe considering getting that. That will just stop your infection getting out of control. Take it early. Job is a good one. We have a few of resources. Sorry, they were tools. We have some resources as well. So the repair kits, they're 558 each. So obviously we can't afford that. That's the downside of having the pistol. We do have the books as well. So Home Cooking Weekly, Big Hitters, Bow Hunters, Tools Die, Forge Ahead. I suggest looking and getting the Forge Ahead if you can afford it. The reason for that is, so we only have 77 now. I think...
Cha-ching! Thanks, buddy.
I think we are... No, we're not. That was a bit further ahead than I actually thought. Forge Ahead. So we can do the Dew Collector. Forge. Wait, can we make... We can make the Forge already? No way. Yeah, we can. We can make the Forge. Oh, that was right. We were out looking for other things, weren't we?
Well, look who decided to show their face again.
We also have the ammo and weapons that he's got for sale. We've got mods. At the moment, we just got dye. As we progress, it will get better and better stuff. But the mods are the items that you put in your tools, your ammos, and your weapons. We got a bit of science, mainly the electrics and stuff in that one. We can buy some armor if we wish, and we can also buy items for our house, if you're that so inclined to do that.
Door. Why don't you use it?
So that will have automatically gone on to our quest list. As you can see, we've got an exclamation mark. I need some food. We'll keep up with the food. We'll use that. Now, you can do it several ways. If you click on the item of food you're looking at eating, if it's got a recipes thing, it can be used in something else. So at the moment, the chili dog, well, it's level 51. So realistically, we're not going to get that for a long, long time. So it is probably worth using that rather than just storing it in a cupboard and then ending up dying. Yeah. I'm going to use a little bit of ammo here. Okay, good for meat, good for food, good for leather, good for fat. Get that cut up. Chickens, rabbits, deer, all good. Bears as well, but bears are incredibly tough. Water consumption's down as well, so... wrong one. Right, so let's, we'll just clear up a little bit. Oh, that's what we wanted to look at. The forge. There we are, the forge. So if we track that, it will give us a list of items that we need in that corner. So we need the... We need a wood log, recipes, wood log, there we go, so we'll craft that. We need some duct tape as well, and how many do we have? We got 2 out of 3. So with the duct tape, if we take some glue and we take some cloth, and type in duct tape, we can use the glue and the cloth. Duct tape is huge in it. It really does need a... You go through duct tape like there's no tomorrow. Everything needs duct tape. So it's always worth crafting some. Got some extra stuff there. That can go in the raw foods. Go in the land. So we'll craft the forge. And what we'll do is just clear a little space for it. So if we go back to this now, it's not as close to us, which is ideal. So we've got the forge down. That's big. Forge is really good. All the forge does is the crafting, but before we can do that, we need to do the smelting. So a lot of things that you can craft in here: nails, lens for the scopes, short iron pipes. This will get greater and greater as we go along. But let's have a look. You can do bulletproof glass, buckshots. Bullet casing and bullet tips is probably the thing you're going to use it for most. But it does allow us to craft the cooking pot and the cooking grill as well, which I'm going to get this started because I'm going to waffle otherwise. So you do need the wood in it. You pop the wood in there. We need to fill up these slots, which is the bellows, the anvil. That will allow quicker crafting, quicker smelting. And then the crucifix, which is the hardest bit in the game to get. Sometimes you get given it by a trader at a later stage. That's to craft the steel as well. So the cooking grill, we need some clay, which I don't actually have on me. I won't take it all for the moment because I was thinking of doing a farm plot. So once we got rid of a bit of iron, we've got the lead to do as well. You can put that lead in the output. Oh, or you don't need to, but I tend to. We'll leave it burning and smelting our stuff down. I'm gonna keep this pipe pistol just until we find some repair kits. We can start to make the repair kits as well once we get the forged iron from the forge. So you'll notice we're moving a whole heap quicker now. Let's just repair everything before we go in there. Repair. I'm not going to do this twice. We're just going to go in and get it done dead quick. In and out. So this is the house we're doing. I will just grab that stuff though. So you'll notice the torch here pointing in this direction means we get up on the trellis for this one. And then you have a look and assess which way you think is best to go down. Oh, okay. And that's exactly what I mean by falling down and getting... You can get a little overwhelmed. I've just opened this door. It just means we have a get out if we need to. I'll just quickly search him while he's getting trapped over there. So this is a clear. That means we're just killing the zombies.
Nick Minute.
That sounds quite a few. Ooh. Okay, we've got a new symbol down here, an abrasion. Abrasions can only be sorted by aloe, which we don't have any on us. We've just got the seed. Or you can use a bandage as well. It's an expensive way of doing it, especially if you're on limited. So it'll knock your, if you have a look there, it does lower your health slightly and healing speed. So avoid trying to get hit if you can. Alternatively, just use a bandage and it will cure that. Or you can wait 24 minutes. Okay, we've got the loot room. I knew that was going to happen. Nicely on fire. Don't forget, you've also got your, you may have a pistol or something you can use. Personally, I try not to. There we go. We got the sign and it says return to trader as well. So this is the little loot room. It'll just be some extra bonuses that we've got. Wood splitter mod, that's really good for the axe. We've got another bandage. So what we will actually do is is there a medical thing here? No. I think on the next episode what we'll do is go through some of the skills a little bit more in depth. I'm not going to tell you what to level up because everybody plays the game differently. I'm not going to go near him because he's going to start his spiel. Everybody plays the game differently, so you'll have to investigate yourself. But I'll just go through the ones that I tend to want to do.
Make it snappy. Congratulations.
Okay.
Here's your reward.
So we've completed. Personally, this is the one that I would always go with. However, Forge Ahead is always a big one to do. You don't always get a Forge Ahead in this. I'm just going to have a quick look at my books. Workstations, there we go. So we're on 6 out of 10. Workbench can be a nightmare to get hold of. So it might be worth considering taking the Forge Ahead in that one. Or hoping
you proved me wrong.
that you do get something in here.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm going to go with the full bundle, I think.
Chop, chop, dumb fuck.
Is there anything I need to sell? Well, I'll sell the shotgun parts because I don't use shotguns. The feathers I'll just dump anyway.
Shit, man.
Well, ask him for a new job.
Don't even fucking pay, jerk. You need some work? Well, good luck. By the looks of it, you're gonna need it.
We've taken another clear. That's all he's given us at the moment. Let's just open this. We didn't get a Forge Ahead, which is a bit annoying. Stone quality tools 4. And bone quality knife 3. Now, it is worth maybe considering doing these. So what I would suggest is if you're going to do them, you come in, you modify it, and remove whatever modification you've got in there. You can then go on and scrap those. And then come up into here. So your stone axe to level 4. We need plant fibers by the looks of things. Do we not craft stuff in his radio shells? Oh, we can't craft anything in there. I didn't think it came that far out. Yeah, we can. What's going on there? Okay, well, that's the stone axe done level 4. We can modify that and we can put the as you see now, we've got 2 modifier slots in this. So we're a level 4 stone axe, 2 modifier slots. And we'll craft a bone knife as well. I'm hoping we've got enough. Level 3 on the bone knife, that's fine. Bone knife is there. We'll modify that. We'll put the fortifying grip in as well. And then we'll head back to the house. There we go. Job is complete. Last thing before we do it, what we'll quickly make is a crafting pot and we'll do the grill as well. Again, they don't take very long to do. We will just replace that. We'll put some more iron in as well. You'll notice when we scrap stuff down, you will end up with iron and lead, for instance, from the car batteries, or you may end up with brass as well if you do the radiators from the cars. We can do a wrench, but we do need the workbench for that. So once you have the cooking pot and once you have the grill, pop them into the area up here and it will then allow us different foods. We still need a load more books to read before we can get the foods, but it opens up the charred meat, the grilled corn and the baked potato as well on that. That's pretty much it for the traders and how to do the quests. Next time we'll have a look at the skills and show you a bit more about the leveling up. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you've learned a little bit today, or it's taught you something today. Let us know in the comments if you've used any of the used anything from the video. Take it easy. Enjoy your rest of your time zone. See you later. Goodbye.